I think we really need to figure out some language to describe these people. I know goon squad we've had in the past, but it's fascinating to me that we can assassinate, essentially, just blow up boats in the Caribbean or in the Pacific by creating this sort of new category of criminals, assuming that these people are even criminals, but we have no idea of knowing. But they're narco terrorists. You know, terrorism means something. And these so-called narco terrorists are ruthless criminals, maybe killers in many instances, but they're not promoting any type of ideology. They're not attempting to change the politics. They're out there. They perceive themselves as businessmen, and they're not, in fact, to some extent, like, they're not engaging because they don't want to bring more heat on them. So this whole thing, but when you look at what ICE is doing, this is definitionally terroristic. They are intimidating people to inhibit their use of their rights in many instances. This is a compilation posted by David Byer on X of Border Patrol agents and ICE. And again, they're beginning to be mixed. A lot of the Border Patrol people are coming over to ICE because they're the guys who will have their riding crops and snap their whips at immigrants. Here is a compilation of them claiming incorrectly that people don't have a right to record these ICE agents.
USC 111. If you continue to do it, I'll place you under arrest.
Can you show me the ordinance?
I'll arrest you and take you to jail, and then your lawyer can see it after the fact.
Okay, it's my understanding I have the right to record you.
You do not have the right to impede a federal agent in the course of your duties.
I'm not impeding you.
Violating traffic codes while following a federal vehicle.
No. I didn't violate a. What was it?
You're impeding and obstructing.
I'm not impeding by riding down the street. I'm not impeding by riding down the street.
You're following us now.
I happen to be going this way. Where are you going?
We saw you.
I know. I saw you too. I took pictures. I wasn't hiding from you. I saw you at Home Depot.
Cross front of the bus traffic. So
and now
I'm going to pull you out of the vehicle and arrest you.
Okay.
There's the fitness test.
Right in a bike lane too.
And to be clear, it is definitionally impossible for you to impede if you are behind them. Unless they start to back up, in which case you would have no knowledge. But you cannot impede them because you are behind them. So you can follow them. You can't break any traffic laws, and they can give you a ticket if you break a traffic law, but they don't have any tickets on them because they don't have the ability to cite you for a traffic violation.
But these thugs, they want to tie somebody like that up in a legal process that would be incredibly difficult for her to deal with, regardless of whether or not those charges stand. That is the point of this. They are using the asymmetrical powers that the state has, or the federal government has, because this has been rubber stamped by the Republican Party and then, some of the Democrats too, like with the Lake and Riley Act, where they have allowed for this lawlessness to be allowed, this terrorizing of communities.
And I think they have arrested people, but this one is, I think this compilation was put together because they see it as a concerted effort to intimidate people.
Yeah.
Is there more of this?
Yeah, we got another one here posted
okay.
by Kim KD USA.
We continue to watch you tell us, we will pull you out and arrest you. You understand? Okay, thank you, sir.
That's got music, so I'm going to stop it a little bit.
He's just saying, if you keep following us, we'll pull you over and arrest you. And
it's a lie.
Here's another one.
They might, but they have no grounds to.
Right.
I'm State Representative Han Nguyen.
These guys are telling us to stop following.
I'm State Representative Han Nguyen.
They're U.S. Customs and Border Patrol.
I'm State Representative Han Nguyen.
There's 3 agents behind us. Why is my window not working?
I'm State Representative Han Nguyen.
Somehow they're able to open my windows. These people are, there's 3 officers in front of us, 3
I'm
officers
State
behind us.
Representative Han Wen.
He has,
I'm State Representative Han Wen.
There's 3
I'm
officers
State
behind
Representative
us.
Han Wen.
Okay, I'm gonna keep following this guy. This other car behind us.
Yeah, they just put a gun.
Yeah, they just had a gun. We're at Montrose and Kimball now, telling us to stop following them. I guess the other car behind me was following me. I didn't realize, but now we're at Montrose.
So they pointed a gun at a state rep.
Yep.
Okay, we're heading west on Montrose from Kimball.
All right, I want to talk about too that you've noticed maybe in a lot of these videos, these ICE guys take out their phones, and it's almost like they're recording. What they're doing is they have an app, and the name of the app escapes me at the moment. But this app is directly tied into stuff like pictures that you may have taken at the TSA, pictures that you've taken in if you're an immigrant, and it uses facial recognition. It identifies who you are and tells them your status. And then they use that. They will use it as probable cause to arrest you if your immigration status is anything other than a U.S. citizen. I suspect they're going to use this for stuff down the road, too. And what that's going to be, we don't know. So
This is the Palantir technology, right? That we've been hearing that they're
I don't know if
implementing
it's
by ICE.
Palantir, but it's I cannot remember the name of the app. But
Or a
404,
competitor. It doesn't necessarily matter, but that's one of the contracts that they've reported to have signed.
404 Media has done a lot of work on this. It's worth checking out. Chicago Letter Carrier says, wear your sunglasses, folks. They're scanning. I don't know if they're scanning your eyes to identify you as much as they are your facial recognition. But
Well, the
bottom line
Washington
is,
Post said iris scanning technology is like they've already purchased this. ICE a few weeks ago, they had an article about it saying that they're deploying it in immigration context. So I think it's both facial and iris recognition that they're using.
sunglasses, very helpful. You know, it's winter, fall. Maybe you come across these guys. You don't want to give them COVID. You don't want to give them any type of, maybe you have a virus. Maybe you have a cold. Why are you wearing that mask? I'm doing this to protect you, officer. I don't want you to get sick. And so if you have a mask and you have sunglasses on, it's a lot harder, obviously. So a good thing maybe to carry it around with you in the event that you're in a position to see these guys. This is a great example of, well, let's watch this in Durango. These guys are on the edge as it is. A lot of these guys are probably signing up for this because they want the opportunity to do this kind of stuff. This is, we don't know when it took place. It was posted Wednesday, October 29th, and taking place in Durango, Colorado.
Won't even know who you are. Oh, dude. You can't take my phone. You cannot. Oh, that's illegal, sir. That's for them. Hey! Get off her! Drop that shit! Hey! You need to get off of her right now! Get the fuck off! You have her phone! Hey! Call 911! Someone call 911!
When you see a bunch of masked thugs attacking a woman, stealing her phone, you call the cops.
They grabbed her by her hair.
Yep. People should not hesitate to call the cops on these people. And this next video, it's 14 minutes long. We should put a link to it. We're not going to play the whole thing. Let's play the beginning and then towards the end. But one of the things that this patriot who is intervening on this basically racial profile stop by ICE of a guy in a van. One of the things that she told a stand-byer to do is call the cops, tell them there is some masked men who are trying to pull a guy out of a van on this street at this location. and then hang up. And she said, don't answer the phone again, because if you don't, they're going to have to come, which I thought was a very interesting tactic. Of course, listen, I'm not recommending anybody do anything at all. I'm trying to illustrate what's being done in these videos for educational purposes, because, of course, we're a news program, and that's what we do. We inform people as to what's going on. So here is a video. We're not unclear exactly where this was taking place. It was posted October 28th. Let's play the first like minute or two, and then we'll jump ahead to the end.
Yeah, this is some shit going on right here. Hell no. All right. ICE. ICE is here. ICE is here. ICE is here. Wow. No diga nada! Hey! No diga nada!
She's yelling to them, don't say
No
anything.
diga nada! You guys, if you don't have a fucking warrant, you need to get out of here. No, you need to keep going. This is my community. You are here. You guys passed the fucking red light. You cannot tell me shit. Stay away from... Oiga, suba las ventanas. No diga nada. Suba las ventanas. No diga nada. Si no tienen una orden de arresto, no diga nada. No diga nada. No diga nada, oiga. Escúcheme y confía en mí. Suba las ventanas. You guys just passed a fucking red light, you fucking criminals. You guys are risking people's lives. You know what the fuck you're doing is wrong. Get out of here. Go. Si están en West Chicago, tienen que venir aquí ya. Ya. Déjenlo ir. You guys are racially profiling people. This is illegal as a motherfucker. I need badges. Are you guys ICE? You guys need to identify yourselves. Identify yourselves. Identify yourselves. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
Immigration officer.
Can I see your badge number ID now? Badge number ID? Why are you covering your face, coward? Why are you covering your face? When this is over, you guys are all gonna get fucked in the ass. Why are you guys covering your faces?
Step back.
I'll stay back, but why are you covering your faces? Do not come and terrorize these people that work hard to provide for their fucking families.
Okay, so let's skip ahead to the last 2 minutes or so. In between, like I say, she directs another standby to call the cops on these people. And by the end, she's telling him, no diga nada, say nothing. And at one point, now they can't arrest the guy without any suspicion that listen, they could do whatever they want, but it's much harder for them to do this if he's not saying anything, because they have no basis in which to think that he is run afoul of immigration laws, because they just saw him in a van and saw that he looked Mexican. And they pulled over the van. That was it. And so play this at the end, because then she's basically like, they're sort of frozen, and she basically yells to the guy, just drive away. Drive away.
Why did you even pull him over? Because you guys let him go. I'm backing up. I'm backing up.
Keep recording. Keep recording. Back up. Back up. Go, bro. Go. 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 Go, man. Go.
You guys, why are you even detaining him? You guys have to follow law too. You guys are not above the law, motherfuckers.
Go. Go.
You guys are not above the law. You are not above the law. You are not above the law. You are not above the fucking law. I really hope. Fucking pussy. Fuck all of you motherfuckers. They ran a red light to come after this man.
She's revving that minivan.
What What an icon.
Y'all some fucking pussies.
And they end up, she's following them. They end up splitting up. But that's it. We don't know what ended up happening to that guy, but it appears as if he was able to keep moving on. And
A link to her channel. She's done some great work. She's got 3 or 4 videos on there now.
What's her name?
There's no name on there, and it looks like the YouTube channel was originally like cumbia piano instructions, and it's kind of, since this ICE fascist takeover, it's kind of switched into that.
All right, let's put a link underneath there. And
a video from a running club yesterday about this, all these people having to turn their social platforms to fight the Gestapo. This
speaks to the point that we've been making for years as to why you organize around, and it doesn't have to be necessarily something that's so political. It can be just something that's in your building that you're upset, you think that you have fellow tenants who may be upset about, or something in your community that you think people might be upset about. The idea is you create these social networks, you build a certain camaraderie and trust amongst a group of people who are at least somewhat like-minded, or at the very least starting with just a similar problem that they have to deal with. And then these things can sort of migrate when the moment calls for it, and the moment's going to call for it if it hasn't already. Obviously in Chicago and places like that, it's been much more dramatic. But we're going to see this across the country in the coming months. This is going to be important stuff. MJS617 says, these people are incredibly brave, but I genuinely fear for their safety. It's honestly inspiring to see this level of awareness and fierce rejection of fascism by people every day. Exact same sentiments. Cumbia and jazz fusion, Charles Mingus. Look it up. She knows, says Nicola. Hey, folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.